What is up, people? Space Zodiac. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're doing another fucking tier list. Let's go. I've been waiting to do this tier list for a while, but I haven't gotten around to it. So here the fuck we are. The faction tier list. I'm planning on doing a bunch of other tier list videos, whatever we can fucking come up with for ideas for fucking tier lists. If you got any ideas, leave a comment. And maybe I'll fucking make a tier list on it. I don't fucking know. Also, while you're down there, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell because you see all my videos because they're all amazing. Let's get into the video. We're gonna hop right into this shit. I really don't need to think that much about it because I know ball. I know ball. No script, off the cup, full. This is just what I believe. This is what I think about the game. This is how I think about things, and then I'll try and do my best to support it with facts. But those facts are coming off the top of my head, so they may be, you know, need to be double checked. Because any hoodle, phantoms. Robin right into the fucking video. No shenanigans. Let's fucking go. The fuck? And put phantoms up there because that's what they are. They're fucking broken. There's really not much to be said about how broken they are and why they're broken because it's pretty common knowledge. Right, anyone that plays the game knows why phantoms are so annoying to play against, and even if you know that and you don't know ball and you don't know like comp shit and you're like, well, why are they super broken? The reason they're annoying is the reason they're broken. Like you can tell. It's not like a thing like, that's why I'm saying it's like common sense. You can literally tell. So what is that reason? Well, for starters, 120 HP is probably the best part about their kit. Like literally you have so much buffer room because your TTK is so much slower. It's actually insane. That's why in rank everyone is running. It's one of the main reasons why in rank everyone is running 4 phantoms. Not because of the shield or the ultimate, because they have 120 HP. You may think like, and this is what I thought too when I first started playing the game. I was like, 20 HP? That's not that much of a difference, is it? Holy fuck. You are completely and utterly wrong, brother. And I was completely and utterly wrong. I didn't think it was that much of a deal either. Until I actually fucking played the game. Okay? 20 HP is fucking absurd. No one in this game should have more HP than anyone else. I don't give a fuck what faction they are. No one in the game should have more HP than another faction as a passive ability. They have a free extra 20 HP. They do nothing to earn it. There's not a single thing they have to do to have free extra 20 HP, to have a significantly longer TTK. Like it can take like a fucking second longer to kill a fucking phantom versus normal TTK. Like, bro, it's ridiculous. And the fact that they haven't been nerfed to the ground yet is just fucking like because holy fucking shit. Sorry, I got something in my throat. I lost my train of thought. Fuck me. Editor Gavin, edit this out. Will do, buddy. Yeah, that extra time to kill is fucking absurd. It's that extra length is just ridiculous. They shouldn't have 120 HP, not for free at least, as a fucking passive ability. They do nothing to earn it. It should just be removed from the game. I mean, it's that simple. It just shouldn't be in the game. I don't really know what else to say about it. It literally does not belong in the video game. The Magna is insane. It's not as broken as people think it is, I feel like, because like I don't even think people think it's like that insane anymore. Like I feel like we've all gotten used to how to play around it and how everyone like spamming it, you know. I think it's an annoying fucking ability, but I also think like once you know how to play around it, it's really not that bad. Like Dead Set can hack it, you can EMP it, like it has a super long cooldown. The 40-second nerf, or the 10-second nerf they did to it, because it was 30 seconds, then they pushed it up to 40 seconds, helped a lot with the spam. But It's a great ability, but I don't think it's broken by any means. Ballistic Shield. The Ballistic Shield, it's a great ability. I think it's actually really underutilized, to be honest. The only thing that really sucks about it is that your legs are exposed at all times. Like, you can't crouch like with the Blitz Shield. You can't crouch, you can't hide your feet. So like your feet are always exposed. Your feet can always be shot. It's really easy for people to like get around you and shoot you in the back. Your head is like the tip of your head is exposed a little bit, so people can shoot the tip of your head. Your shoulders are exposed a little bit. Like, it's not full protection, but I do think it's an underutilized ability in a sense, because it's actually pretty, if you use it right, it can be pretty powerful. And it only has like a 15-16 second cooldown. Like, it doesn't have a long cooldown at all, so you can use it pretty fucking frequently. It's an all right ability. It's an all right ability. It's not great. Like, it's not a magnet, you know, it's nowhere close to the magnet, but it's actually like, it's pretty solid. The only thing that sucks about it is you could be EMP'd out of it, which doesn't make any fucking sense how you could be EMP'd out of your Ballistic Shield, but it's fucking whatever, bro. Honestly, their ultimate is really strong when your team is coordinating with you and when you use it properly. Watching lower level players play the game and seeing how they use that ultimate, it's cringe as fuck. Whenever you're like in a comp scenario, it's cringe the way people use that ultimate. They don't know how to effectively use the ult because they're like selfish players, or they don't understand like how to play the hill properly with it. Whenever you use it properly and you use it with your team, it's a super powerful ult, and it's really counterable. Like, it's actually like there's a shit ton of counters to it. You can EMP it to damage it now. You can try and like nade the guy in it. You can try and flash a guy in it and then dive in. The guy in it isn't gonna really kill people. The people that are killing people are your teammates inside of it with you. You inside of it, the shotgun that you get inside of it is so inconsistent. Like, sometimes you'll shoot dead on somebody and it will not kill them. That's not really what the ultimate is for. It's for your team. And I think it's a great ult because it makes a huge impact, but also it's really like, there's a lot of counters to it. Shoot the fucking bubble with your team, you could break it almost instantly. Counter bubble, your phantom counter bubble, and they shoot the bubble out, you can shoot it in like 2 to 3 shotgun hits and it'll insta pop. You can EMP it to damage it. You can hijack to completely disable it. Yeah, overall, Phantoms, best class in the game by far, not even close. And honestly, if they didn't have the 120 HP, they might be lower. They might be worse than Echelon. Like, Echelon might take the edge if Phantoms didn't have 120 HP. We're talking about a completely different game if Phantoms don't have 120 HP. Like, a completely different game. It's fucking insane. I'd still think that, like, they'd still be up there because, like I said, their ultimate is great. The magnet is fucking great, but without 120 HP, bro, we're talking about a whole different game, bro. Whole different game. But that's enough of Phantoms. Echelon recently been taking a lot of nerfs. Their intel suit was broken as fuck. Not so much anymore, and arguably now, like, you could argue Libertad is the better faction than Echelon. That's an argument that could easily be made. Like, I could easily see that argument made, and I wouldn't disagree, because Libertad could easily be better than Echelon, but they're very close. They're very fucking close, because both are very powerful and both are really good, but they're not like broken by any means. The only thing that was broken about Echelon was Intel Suit, and Intel Suit has now been like nerfed into the ground, thankfully, and it's still really strong. Like, Intel Suit is still really strong, and it's been nerfed into the ground. Scans for 1 second. The only person that gets wall hacks is the person using the Intel Suit, so your team doesn't get the wall hacks anymore. The only thing your team gets is the enemy on the minimap. For 1 second. They get it for 1 second, just like you can see the enemy through the wall and on the minimap for 1 second. Your teammate can see them on the minimap for 1 second. And it pings. What's the fucking ping? Every 3 seconds? 4 seconds? I feel like. I don't know how it's. I don't know the exact numbers, like I said. This is all off the top of my head, but it's been nerfed to the ground, thankfully, and it's still really powerful. But now it's actually like an ability that's like it's actually balanced now. Like it's actually balanced, and that's a great thing, because before it was fucking broken as fuck. The only part about Echelon's kit that sucks is the camo, because camo is not very good. Any good player can see camo when you're moving. The glimmer is very easy to see, and they can hear it. It's very easy to hear. Their ultimate, very strong ultimate, very skillful ultimate, and influence, like it doesn't scan everyone for your team. It gives your team an advanced on the minimap, like they can see the directions of the enemies, but it doesn't like wall hack for your teammates. So like very beneficial to give your teammates comms with it. It's very strong because you can one hit up to a certain range. I think it's like somewhere around like 12 meters or something. It's pretty close range where you one hit with it. It does have range fall off, so you're not just like one shotting people across the map. You have to reload it. Like very balanced ultimate, very great ultimate for info. Like just it's so good. It's so good, but it's so balanced at the same time. I fucking love it. Just chef's kiss, bro. And then their passive, not being able to see it on the minimap, we all know why that's really strong. Regardless, people are still going to hear your gunshots, you know, so they're still going to know what direction you're coming from. But not being able to see you on the minimap, like there are some players that rely super heavy on just seeing your red dot. So not being able, for those players to not be able to see your red dot, you're going to win like a lot more engagements, because they're not going to know, like they're going to be lost without the red dot on the minimap pretty much. Because a lot of players rely on that shit super heavy. They have like no game sense outside of the minimap. So when they see no red dot, they're like, where the fuck am I pre-firing? I heard his shots. And then you just win the free gun because you know where he is. You're shooting him first. You know, it's good. It's a good ability. Libertad, like I said, neck and neck with Echelon, could take their spot. It's you can argue for it, and I don't disagree. Libertad is very strong. Their healing, first of all, their passive, where they heal, their regeneration starts quicker, is really strong and feels really good, because your regeneration starts almost instantly. It's inconsistent with your team, I feel like, but I feel like that's been less of an issue lately. Before it was a lot more of an issue, but it's obviously, you know why instant regeneration versus like 3 or 4 seconds for regeneration is super powerful. You're getting that health back so much quicker, bro. It's insane. They're very like aggressive, self-sufficient class, but also they can help their team so much that it's like, bro. And the thing is, like, it's pretty close to what Echelon is, because Echelon is like kind of the same way. They're very aggressive, self-sufficient in a lot of ways, but they're also very good at getting info to their team. So like, that's why I'm saying, like, they're so close, bro. But Biovita boost is super powerful. It has a very fast cooldown, like 15 something seconds. I think less than that, maybe like 12. It heals. It's very a self-sufficient ability. It's not very good at healing your teammates. It's more for healing yourself and being aggressive for yourself. But it's very powerful, being able to like pop a kill and then hop around a corner and then pop Biovita and then instantly take another chow. It's insane. It's insane. It's really strong. Not broken, I don't think, like I said, but I don't think a lot of things in this game are broken faction wise, other than 120 HP, but I digress. El Remedio or El Remedio, I don't know. It's very, very strong for like setups, being able to throw it on your teammate, and it lasts a long fucking time. It's active for a long ass time. So being able to throw it down, and it gives you really good heals. Really good heals, like way faster than Buy a Vita boost. Being able to throw that down is super powerful for setups. It's less of a like, it kind of takes away from the aggression that this class has. So it's kind of a different playstyle with this class, which is weird, but that's kind of why more people tend to use Buy a Vita, because this class is very aggressive and El Redemio doesn't really allow you to capitalize off of that aggression, whereas Buy a Vita does. El Redemio is more like a setup type of thing. You throw it down for your teammate, give them like super quick heals. Like, it's really powerful in that sense, but then you have like no self-sufficiency. So like, it's a weird ability, but I also think it's a really strong ability in some cases. And if you throw it, like if you're rounding a corner, you throw it before the corner, and then you like jump out and chow, get a kill, come back, you're like fully healed up already, because the El Redemio has insane healing. You could take another chow instantly. So it's really strong. And then their ultimate 200, there's no like, they have 200 HP and they regenerate it like almost instantly. It's a really strong ultimate ability, really fucking strong. It has counters. You can hijack it, or you EMP it, and it'll get rid of it. You need probably 2 people shooting at anyone inside of it to kill them. You can kill them by yourself, but if you're in a one-on-one with someone that has 200 HP and you're trying to spray them out of it, you're probably not winning that gunfight. And you have to have really good aim. Like, you can't miss a shot, pretty much. Depending on what weapon you're using, you cannot miss a shot. But it's really strong. It's not broken because it does have counterplay, like a lot of counterplay. Like I said, EMP, use teamwork to chow them out of it. You could fucking beam them out of it yourself if you're good enough. Like, really strong ultimate, debatably better than Echelon. Really strong class. Next, taking too goddamn long with this. I said I didn't want to take this long. DedSec. Their passive, being able to refabricate things, super powerful. Being able to like nade shit consistently, being able to like get people out of ready positions consistently, it's pretty powerful. Having, or if you're not using nades and you're using EMPs, having an EMP consistently is just shutting down their abilities like nonstop is annoying as fuck. Fabricator's really strong. I think they're like not really close to the top 3. Like, they're 4th, and it's kind of a big gap from them to Libertad, but they're still really powerful. And that's because, and they're only going to get more powerful over time as well. The DedSec power creep is going to be fucking insane, because their hack ability can literally hack other people's abilities and make it their own. Now, they made it feel better over the course of the game so far, but I think still it's a little like hit or miss, because like if you hack a shield 4 seconds after it's been placed, you only get like 4 seconds left on that shield, because it doesn't reset the active time of that shield, of the magnet. It only hacks it during its current active time, so like you only get like, and then you're on a full cooldown after that. So it's kind of like hit or miss depending on when you hack something. And also, like I said, right now in the game there's not a lot of things to hack, but as more and more factions are introduced to the game, DedSec's power creep is going to be absurd. Their spider bot's annoying as fuck. I don't think it's a great ability, to be honest with you. Like, especially in like a comp scenario, like stunning one person is kind of insane in a sense, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a free kill. Like, people could shoot it off their face, they could shoot it off their face. Like, sometimes it can be a free kill if it's like perfect timing, but it's kind of like a mid ability that's just like annoying as fuck. That's kind of what it is. It's a mid ability that's annoying as fuck. It's not great, but it is annoying. What can you do? What can you do? EMP goes without saying. Absolutely insane. Disables everyone's abilities, puts them on a fucking lockdown. Like they literally can't use their, but that's literally what the ability's called. I said hijack earlier with phantoms. I meant lockdown, by the way. Um, hijack is their hack ability. It's their. I played the game for like 300 hours and I don't know the names of the abilities. Oh, that tastes like shit. Lockdown is just insane. Like you lock everyone out of their abilities, you disable everyone's ability. It's really strong ultimate. Not much else to be said, to be honest. That's like strong class. GSK. GSK. They're alright. They're not bad. They're kind of just like in the middle because their trophy carries them, if I'm being honest with you. If they didn't have the trophy, they'd probably be worse than cleaners. And their passive is really fucking strong too. Their passive is insane. Their passive is insane. Let's get into it. Trophy, super fucking powerful ability. It literally lasts like it's an infinite trophy for like 30 some seconds. It's really strong. It's a really fucking strong trophy. You can literally lock down an entire area for that long without the worry of getting naded out of it. It's insane. And if you're sitting on a heady, combine it with their passive, which their passive, they don't take any headshot damage. It's really fucking strong. They're really, really good for setups like that. Sitting on a heady with a fucking trophy system, and it's so hard to chow them off of it because they don't take headshot damage. Even if you have really good aim and you hit all those headshots, it's going to take more because they don't take headshot damage. So that's really strong. But outside of that, they really don't have much to cook with outside of those two. Like, that's all they can really do. That's all GSK really does. Their ultimate is kind of mediocre because if you use it properly, if you use it like in the perfect scenario, it can be great. And I'm like really like close and mixy, like close range mixy hills or objectives. You know, you get in there with the all, flash them, your team comes in, cleans them up, you know, can be really good, but can also not be really good. Like, it's kind of, it's a very, very, very 50-50 alt. Very 50-50 alt. It either can be good or it can be really bad. Like, I think the max potential for that alt is that was good. And then the worst potential is holy fuck, that was a waste of an ultimate. Like, why am I even playing this fucking class? No, seriously, they're all is like it's so hit or miss. It's hard to even explain why unless you played with them and then you're like, oh yeah, this all is interesting. It's just outside of that, it really takes playing with them and feeling the alt to understand why the fuck it's so hit or miss, to be honest. We don't even need to talk about the barbed wire. It's the worst ability in the game. Move on. Cleaners. Cleaners are probably the worst faction in the game, which isn't saying a lot because they're actually still pretty strong. Their passive is really strong for finishing kills. Like, it's more of an aggressive passive because they have range fall off with it. But, so they're more like well tailored for mid-range or SMG engagements. But that passive is really strong on cleaning up kills. Haha. Funny pun. The problem with their kit is the incendiary drone and the firebomb are kind of ass. Like, both of them are kind of like not good. The firebomb's annoying as fuck, but in order to use it, you literally have to pretty much dive in there and you're pretty much killing yourself to get like one kill. So you're like trading yourself out. It's just not great most of the time. Sometimes you could get a big play and get like a double with it. There's potential for it to be good, but it's very like, it's not even 50-50. It's not like the GSK or, you know, other abilities in the game that are 50-50. It's like 60-40, if that. You know, the potential for that big play to be made with it, for you to get 2 or more kills and then get traded out, with Firebomb. It's rare. It's rare, more rare than a fucking steak. Like, I don't fucking know what to say. It's not gonna happen a lot. It's not a great ability, to be honest with you. It's annoying as fuck, especially when like shit players use it. You're round in the corner, like you get someone down to 1 HP, you're round in the corner, you're ready to kill this guy, he's running at you. Shit! Fuck! Boom! Dead. Kills you. Full HP. All you see is a fucking cleaner running straight at your face. You're like, alright. I mean, that shit's annoying as fuck, but it's just not a great ability. It's not a great ability. Incendiary Drone is also not great because it's just hard to hit a lot of the time. And you kind of have to use it like with the explosion at the end of it, because it creates a flame path, and then the drone actually explodes at the end, and that's kind of when you're gonna get the kills with it. You're not gonna really kill people with the fire of it for the most part. Like the path that it creates before it isn't really gonna do anything, but like the explosion at the end of it is what really ends up killing people, and that's like the strongest part about it. So it's not a great ability, and it can be fucking hijacked, which insanely difficult to fucking hijack it, and I don't think I've seen a single person hijack an incendiary drone in any of my fucking matches, but it can be hijacked. It's just not great. And their ultimate, probably like the worst ult in the game. Blitz Shield is close, but bro, Purifier is fucking ass. Like it's bad. It has like, and you don't want it to be broken, and it can be strong on some objectives, depending. It can, but the potential for it's few and far between, bro. It's just rare. It's just rare. It's very situational. It's very dependent on where you are. It's just not great overall. They're just not a great, like, compared to the like all the other factions, they're just not nearly as good. And the funny thing is, they're still pretty strong. Like, they're not horrible by any means, but like they're just worse than every other faction in the game. And that's all there is to say about it. They're just worse than every other faction in the game. But yeah, those are fucking factions, motherfuckers. There you go. Go fuck yourself.